You're gonna end up with it in your face.
Yeah.
Alrighty, good evening everyone. Hope everybody can hear me okay. Sorry for the brief interruption here. I had a little bit of an issue here in the studio, but we are back and ready to roll now. As we hit checkered flag here in the qualifying. Hopefully everybody enjoyed what they could see. Tried to keep the cameras rolling and stuff. So as we get ready for the grid here tonight, here is the race info for tonight's Genesis Aviation Cup Series here tonight from Indianapolis Speedway for the Old Glory Racing League. We got 106 for track temp, 2.5 miles here around Indianapolis. 81 degrees Fahrenheit, 54% humidity, partly cloudy with 11-mile-per-hour winds. And as we get onto our grid here tonight, we have Sean Anderson there in first, starting on pole in that number 14. Spencer Steele in the number 20, starting on the outside. Row number 1 there in second. Row number 2, starting in third, inside, will be Darren Bruce in the number 27. A.J. Cruz in the number 57, starting in fourth, outside row number 2. Curtis Ecker down here in row number 3, starting on the inside in fifth position in that number 8. Colton Hoffner in the number 48 will start to his outside in the 6th position. In 7th, inside row number 4, is going to be Joey Lom in the 81. James Manderud in the number 25 will start to his outside in row number 4 in 8th position. Dylan Moosley starting 9th tonight, and his outside is Chris Isaacs in that number 3 machine. And 11th is Matt in the number 35, starting 11th. Ryan Milburn starting in 12th in the number 96. Brianna Laurent will be starting in 13th in the number 6 machine. Larry Contouris Jr. starting in 12th here tonight. Starting in 14th here tonight in the number 12. Evan Stewart will start in the number 37 and 15th position. Travis Equals will be in the number 72, starting in 16th. And that is your starting grid here for tonight. So, looks like we've got 80 laps around the 2.5-mile racetrack of Indianapolis. As the lights are out on the pace car, here with the next-gen, I think these are next-gen cars, if I'm looking at them correctly. Turn down that radio a little bit. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here to Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network and Flieger Farm TV on the pole here tonight as we bring to you live the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. And tonight, like I said, we are here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Always interesting to hear a little bit of the radio chatter on the driver's side. Curtis running the Coca-Cola machine here tonight with the number 8 on the side. Colton Hoffner out there in the 48 machine. Give me one quick moment as I make a quick camera change. I guess I don't have any other cameras, so what I have is what I get.
Ready, green flag.
As green flag is in the air, we are coming down here into corner number 1 with Sean Anderson down there on the inside, trying to pull that inside along, coming down into corner number 1 here tonight as they come through this turn 1 into the short chute for number 2. And it is going to be Sean Anderson out front right now with Darren Bruce breathing down his neck there for second place as he's looking to the inside of Sean as they work off of 2 down the backstretch. 2 orange cars side by side there for third and fourth. That's A.J. Cruz and Spencer Teal, as Spencer Teal and A.J. are working side by side trying to figure out who's going to take that position away in the 48 of Colton Hoffner. is looking to the inside of Spencer Teal as they work down here in the corner number 4. Coming back around to the front stretch now. Everybody single filed out as you kind of look down the straightaway. That looks to be the 35 of Matt, looking to the inside, see if he can get a run down here into corner number 1. Cannot, as everybody's still single file as they work out of 1, coming into 2 now. And we got the 00, or I'm sorry, the 57. I keep looking at that as a 00 for some reason on the side of the car. But the number 57 machine of AJ Cruz working down here into the corner. I guess that's part of my problem. I'm not used to this number placement on these cars, so it takes me a moment to look and see where the numbers are. I'm not used to the numbers being that far forward, but that is where they are on the new Cup cars. So bear with me as I learn the placement of some of these drivers' numbers as they are in the correct placements, and my eyes just don't catch it. Coming down here in the corner number 1 once again, still front to back. It's still AJ Cruz trying to chase down Darren Bruce for that lead. And Sean Anderson in the 14 back here in 3rd now, as Spencer Teal is in 4th position in that number 20. 5th is Colton Hoffner with Curtis Ecker there in 6th. Joey Lahm there in 7th. James Munderud in 8th. Dylan Mosley 9th. Matt sitting back here in 10th. And that's currently your top 10 as it stands right now. As everybody's still single file and everybody's kind of just hanging in here. As 80 laps is a long way to go here tonight. As we're coming down through corner number 1, once again, everybody trying to break that draft as you see them kind of do that Indy slide down there to the inside of the racetrack. And we got a move for the lead as the 57 drops to the inside, gets around the 27 of Darren Bruce. AJ Cruz, now your leader. Everybody still single file elsewhere as they work around the track of Indianapolis here tonight. There you see everybody just single file right now. Nobody really making moves. The only move we saw so far was the number 57 making that jump to the lead. As they shoot down the front stretch. AJ Cruz, they're out front. Darren Bruce in 2nd, Sean Anderson sitting 3rd, and at number 14. Let us know in the comments who you're cheering on here tonight in the Old Glory Racing League and the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. And we are in for some action-packed racing here tonight. Single file, though, as we've got somebody torn apart towards the back here, trying to figure out who that might be. And that is the 96. What the heck happened there to the 96? I'm not sure what happened to Milburn, I should say, as he works down here onto the... Gotta love the iRacing glitch that sometimes happens.
Caution, caution. Talk to me, good footing up.
Caution is out as Matt has crashed. We'll take a look at that here. And then you see Matt up there on the outside in that number 35. Coming down here in the corner number 1. What exactly happened? He comes down and he comes across the nose of the 24. 24 up into the wall. That's Dylan Mosley. And then, oh no, he slides back down and Mosley gets hit once again. Those two drivers get quite a bit of damage. Looks like the 37, though, took quite a bit. Or I'm sorry, not 37, the 35. Took quite a bit there. as he tries to get it straight back out and back over to pit lane. As we're under our first caution of the night here on lap number 7. Now we got some drivers coming to pit lane. Coming off pit lane. I believe, or are we coming on? Oh, my dang scoreboard has disappeared. Looks like everybody came in. They're on their way out, except for 4 drivers. That's AJ Cruz, Darren Bruce, Spencer, and Joey all stayed out right now here on lap 8. All right, lights are out. We're going to get ready for green flag racing once again here at lap number 10. Now we're coming through the final corner here on this caution lap as everybody's side by side getting ready for that green flag. Fred will pull that pace car down on the pit road, and we'll be green flag racing once again as it worked through turn number 4 right here. And it looks like Cruz is trying to get some bite out of them tire, or I'm sorry, Bruce is trying to get some bite out of them. No, that is Cruz. Cruz is trying to get some bite out of them tires as Bruce is on the outside. Teal in third with Joey Lom there in fourth. And green flag is out. They're coming storming down here into corner number 1. And what great jump there by the 57 to get out front. And we got the 27 there in second now as the battle for third rages on here through turns 1 and 2. And the 20 of Spencer Teal pulls it through to get third over top of the 81 of Joey Lom. A little further back in fifth is Colton Hoffner with Sean Anderson there in sixth, Curtis Ecker there in seventh, Evan Stewart in eighth, James Mandaret ninth, with Chris Isaacs currently sitting in 10th. Mosley currently sitting in the pits with Milbom currently a lap down. There you see Mosley. Milbom out on track, 1 lap down. AJ Cruz still leads the race out there in that number 57, and everybody single file right behind them as they come storming down the backstretch here. Or I'm sorry, not backstretch, front stretch as they come under Barney in the flag stand. Down in the corner number 1. Darren Bruce here in seconds, trying to chase down AJ Cruz as Spencer Steele is working there in third. Joey Long fourth, but he's got a miracle of Colton Hoffner as they work through the corner. And right behind them is Sean Anderson in that number 14 as he also is trying to gain the way to get up here into the top 5. Here at lap 11 as they work around Indianapolis Speedway here tonight. Still AJ Cruz out front. Spencer Teal there third. Joey Long fourth. Everybody just single file. There you see a move there by the 6 machine of Brianna to get past the 72. Oh, I'm sorry, wasn't the 72. That would have been the, who'd she just come around? I'm losing track of who's where in what car. Here tonight, there we're seeing the 35 of Matt. Trying to see that is Brianna. Trying to see who that came around as they're looking back to the outside once again, and that looks to be it's an orange and blue car, and I'm having trouble picking out the number here on my side. Okay, that's the 96 of Ryan Milburn. Milburn. That's Bruce. Getting some company from Bruce out there on the outside. As you see, Cruz is trying to run that kind of Indy draft line to try to break that draft down the front and back straightaway. As Bruce is there in second, and Teal sitting third, watching all this unfold in front of him. So we got 2 Fords up front, then a Chevy, then a Ford, and then the Toyota sitting here back in fifth. The one and only Toyota in tonight's field is currently sitting in fifth tonight, and that's driven by Colton Hoffner. Darren Bruce up here in second. Here we come down through the corner, down here into, I believe, the short chute. No, we're coming, that was the short chute in through turn 2, down here onto the backstretch, as it is still AJ Cruz out front, Darren Bruce there second, Spencer Teal there third, Joey Long there in fourth, with Colton Hoffner there fifth now. Sean Anderson there in sixth, trying to get up there, and he is closing in as they work through the short chute, down through the corner, down back into the lead. Is AJ Cruz still cruising around in that front position with Darren Bruce there in second. We come off the corner here across the backstretch. There you see the 57 of Cruz kind of drop to that bottom lane as we're on board with Darren Bruce out of Hidden Night, California, North Carolina. Everybody done a great job so far. Here we go. There you see the 57 dropping back down again. Here comes Bruce trying to get a run there. And right behind them is Spencer Teal. If he can get up there somehow to help Bruce, maybe they can get a run on the outside of Cruz down the front stretch or the back stretch as we come through the short chute down here in the corner number 2 now and work around here onto the back stretch once again as we're on board with Spencer Teal out of Augusta, Georgia. Looking pretty good here tonight on lap 16. And you kind of heard a little bit of a shift out of that number 20 machine. And that was kind of the question beforehand with these drivers was some of them were discussing, do we shift, do we not shift? They were trying to figure out which way was working the best, which way would have given them the best outlook. And here we go down the short chute now in the corner number 2. If I'm not getting myself turned. No, we're coming down the backstretch here. Bruce is slowly closing in on that lead. Ever so slightly every time we come down as we're working through turn number 3 right now into the short chute into turn number 4. Back onto the front stretch they come. And you can see the gap. There goes Bruce. He's going to try to dive to that inside as he knows the 20 or 57 loves that inside coming down the stretch there. Drag racing down here in the corner number 1, and we may see a lead change here as Bruce comes down here in the corner number 1. But the 57 of Cruz is working hard there on the outside, trying to pinch it down a little bit. In the corner number 2, here they come once again, a little bit more space. And they come through corner number 2, and it's still drag racing off down the backstretch they come. Cruz still on the outside, the 27 of Bruce down there on the inside. Still side by side for the race lead as they work through 3 and into the short chute into 4. A whole lap side by side almost as they work through 4. Cruz still holding that line on the top. What a sight here with 2 Fords trying to battle for that lead, and it's still going to be held on to by AJ Cruz for the time being. But Cruz is fighting back again on the inside as they come down here in the corner number 1 once again, getting that run down here through the corner, trying to get that inside lane to stick, get that momentum to run. And he had to fall back in line there behind AJ Cruz as they work through the short chute into corner number 2. Here on lap 19 of the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. And keep in mind, we do have some race sponsors up here in the right corner. Off-grid, I believe it's off-grid real estate and racing paints. I saw that right. I believe that's off-grid real estate. I'm going to double check my notes here just to make sure that I have the correct information I'm giving. Off-grid landscaping, I'm sorry. Off-grid landscaping, not real estate. Off-grid landscaping. So AJ Cruz out there in front here tonight. Down the back. Darren Bruce here in second, trying to find a way As we work down here into corner number 4, I believe, once again. Coming through off of 4 down the front stretch. And it is lap 20. We're going to make it lap 21 on the board as everybody's single file yet working down through here. And I'm trying to see the battles, and I believe that's going to be stage number 1 here tonight. As AJ Cruz takes the win here for stage number 1 here tonight. Oh boy, AJ Cruz just put it into the wall there under the yellow flag. Not sure what that was about. Well, that was kind of odd as Cruz lost the front end of that car. I don't think Cruz really wanted to do that. Oh, driver's coming in for a pit stop. side by side as the lights are out on the pace car. Here we are, lap 24 here tonight, and as we said, we just finished stage 1 with AJ Cruz as your stage winner, if I'm catching everything correctly here tonight. Down here into corner and off of the back stretch now, as everybody's side by side getting ready for a great race here tonight. Ryan Milburn now back on the lead lap, if I'm looking at everything correctly. That leaves Dylan Mosley a lap down. If I'm looking at... No, he's 6 laps down, sorry. So Mosley is our only lap down car, and he's 6 laps down in that number 24 machine. Green flag is out. We're down and away. As we got Darren Bruce now out front in at number 27. And a fight for second as we got Curtis Ecker and AJ Cruz fight along with Spencer Steele as they come down here through corner number 2, back down here onto the back stretch as they come to number 3 here at lap 25. Everybody single file, and we got one dipping out of line, trying to see if we can get a run. Cannot. Teal kind of looking to see what the waters are like as well. And we got the number 8 of Curtis Ecker sitting in second right now, as he's up 3 positions from where he started. Our biggest mover right now, though, is these 3 drivers. Larry Contouris, Evan Stewart are our 2 biggest movers. We did have one more of Travis Eccles, as Eccles fell back, spot now 2. Tough luck so far tonight goes to that number 14 of Sean Anderson, as he's down 8 positions from where he started. Now, towards the front though here at lap 26, it's still Darren Bruce with Curtis Ecker there in second, Spencer Teal there in third, AJ Cruz fourth with Colton Hoffner there in fifth. AJ Cruz back here in fourth. We know he's got a fast car in that number 57 as he works back here onto the front stretch and ends up catching that outside wall down here through the front stretch, through the restart zone and across the stripe, heading into corner number 1. It's still Darren Bruce though out front with Curtis Ecker there in second, with Spencer Steele in third. Well, let's go ahead and take kind of a grid walk, because everybody's kind of sitting here in single file. We got Darren Bruce in first, Curtis Ecker sitting there second. Now looks like he's getting a run on him there by Spencer Teal, as Teal goes around, and so does AJ Cruz. And Cruz now sticks it in there to try to take that second spot, which he will do. And here comes that Chevrolet of Spencer Teal now working up there as well to try to get up there and help Cruz along for the moment to get up there to Darren Bruce. Darren Bruce out here in front. But now that we got the action calmed down a little bit, we saw AJ Cruz take over second spot. Spencer Teal there in second now. Curtis Ecker up to fourth, with Colton Hoffner there fifth. Sitting in sixth is Joey Long. Sean Anderson in seventh. Eighth currently is James Vanderrud, with Ryan Milburn sitting there in ninth. Chris Isaacs in 10th. Evan Stewart 11th, with Matt sitting there 12th. Well, Larry Contouris Jr. sitting 13th, with Travis Eccles there 14th, and Brianna back here 15th. Everybody's getting spread out once again. We work down here in the corner number 1 once again as they come down through the straightaway. And we're still coming through the corners here tonight as Darren Bruce is out front. AJ Cruz there second. And there you see Bruce out there with Cruz coming down through the restart zone. Spencer Steele up there in third. Curtis Ecker there fourth. Colton Hoffner there fifth. And everybody's kind of single file at the moment as they work through 1 and 2 here. And why don't we go ahead and see, well, we got some moments here. See if I can find some... find some fun facts here for us to look at about the Speedway. Now we know it has all kind of different events between Indy and definitely the Brickyard. It's a rectangular oval racetrack. Asphalt and brick, which is at the start finish line. 2.5 miles, there's 4 turns at 9.2 degrees of banking, and there is no banking on the straightaway, so it's almost a complete flat racetrack. As they work around the racetrack here, as you see the 14 get up around the 8 of Curtis Ecker. AJ Cruz still sitting there in second. I'm worried we're going to see another stage at about lap 40. We'll have to wait and see if that's the case. Colton Hoffner there in 6th. Joey Long there in 7th. James Manderud there in 8th. Chris Isaac 9th. Ryan Milburn there in 10th.
Caution.
Oh, we got Matt going around again. He struggled with a few times here this year with the race cars. He's up into the outside wall once again here. Drifting it around the corner. Can he save it? He does keep it off the wall, but does bring out the caution as he stopped at the end of pit road there at the exit. Oh boy. As he's gone, he's trying to get it straightened back out again. There we go. Matt, this isn't the time for donuts. Too early to celebrate. The lights are still on the pace car as we got everybody coming down through the single file. Darren Bruce there is first with AJ Cruz there second. That's going to be an interesting restart when they go green once again. All right, lights are out. We're going to get racing once again here in the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. We want to thank Genesis Aviation for being the title sponsor of this series this season, along with Racing Paints and Off-Grid Landscaping here tonight, as we're only on lap 36 of the 80 scheduled laps here so far. Oh, lights are out. We're going to get green this time by as Fred will pull that pace car down there on the inside into that pit lane. And we're going to get racing here again at lap 37 of 80 here with Darren Bruce out front as our control car. AJ Cruz, there you see the pace car whip in the pit lane there in front of all the drivers. And now into the restart zone they come.
Green flag.
As everybody comes down the straightaway here into corner number one and up the racetrack comes AJ Cruz as he crosses the line, cutting off the run there. Oh, I'm sorry, Darren Bruce comes up the track to cut off AJ Cruz, who's currently there in second. Teal coming down there into the corner to take third away from the number 8 of Curtis Ecker. Everybody pitted at lap 22 up here toward the front. We got one that pitted lap 34. Would have been this pass caution there, and that is the 14 of Sean Anderson as he's working his way up through the field once again. And we got the 48 there of Colton Hoffner working his way, trying to get around the 8 of Curtis Ecker as well. Everybody single file as they work through turn number 4, back around to the front stretch. As you see, everybody single file coming down that beautiful front stretch here at Indianapolis here to make it lap 38 on the board. And we still got AJ Cruz sitting second with Bruce out front. Teal still sitting there third with Ecker and fourth. Getting a little loose there off for Hoffner as he worked off before. That's going to open the door up possibly for the 81 of Joey Lom to get a run at him. As Lom runs down the backstretch, getting up there to the bumper, trying to look to the inside of that Toyota Camry and get a run coming down here into turn number 3. And everybody's still single file, and what a great run there by Lom to try to keep it underneath. Does so, and he does get underneath the 48 of Hoffner and does get around here through turn 4 as he works back there out onto the straightaway. Side-by-side racing there for one of the positions. Looking back here, trying to see who's side-by-side or who was side-by-side. There we go. Getting a little loose there, Chris, as Chris Isaacs battling there for the 8th position alongside Underrun. Ended up falling back. Everybody working around off up to their number 4. They come back down the front stretch here into corner number 1. AJ Cruz takes the lead over top of Bruce for the meantime, but no, Bruce fights back out on the outside. Here comes Cruz once again to the inside. He's going to take the lead once again on the score kicker for the moment as they work here through turn number 2 and out onto the backstretch as they drive those down. They see Teal right behind them. In that number 20 machine, currently sitting behind the 57 of Cruz, or I'm sorry, sitting behind the 27 of Cruz. Now he drops down to the inside, gets underneath the 27. Now he's back up above behind it. Teal just trying to figure out which lane he wants to try to help out here at lap number 40. As they come back down the back or front stretch, everybody single file, and it's going to be Bruce out there across the line, and there's your stage with the Bruce taking the win. So Bruce has a stage win. AJ Cruz has a stage win. Let's see who's all around. Okay, well that's interesting. AJ Cruz sitting here second. Teal there third. Sean Anderson fourth with Curtis Ecker there fifth. Colton Hoffner there sixth. Joey Lom there seventh. Chris Isaacs eighth. Jake Manderud there in ninth. Brian Milburn there in 10th. Those are your top 10. Evan Stewart 11th. Brianna sitting there 12th. With Matt currently sitting 14th. Larry Contores Jr. is out of this race. Dylan Mosley there 6 laps down in that number 24 machine here. looks like everybody came into pit road here at this halfway point for fuel and tire. The Sean Anderson's there in front with Darren Bruce there in second. So we have a switch up for the leader as Darren Bruce was your stage 2 winner. Oh, lights are out. We're going to get green flag racing once again. Green flag is out, and we're coming down here to another green flag as we get here at lap 45. And Sean Anderson out front now as Bruce and Cruz battling out there for that second spot as Cruz has the inside line with Bruce on the outside, and it's going to be Cruz to prevail down there on the bottom. Here comes Keel. He's going to look to see if he can get up there, and Bruce is not done yet as he is all over the bumper of that 57 machine of AJ Cruz. Down here in the corner, number 3 for another time as they work through into the short chute, coming into corner number 4 at this time. And it's still Sean Anderson to lead this lap with AJ Cruz second, Darren Bruce there in second, Spencer Teal in third. Spencer Teal in fourth. Curtis Ecker fifth, Colton Hoffner there sixth, Joey Long there in seventh, James Manrutt there in eighth, with Evan Stewart ninth, and Ryan Milburn there in 10th. Well, your top 10 as we've still got battles going on throughout the racetrack. Drivers trying, and I thought I saw somebody spinning. That's going to be Colton Hefner.
Get fluid, stay by those fans, do what you can to keep cool.
And Matt's once again involved. And there you see the 48 of Hoffner getting a little loose, ends up trying to save it, brings it back up the racetrack possibly. And I think that's whenever he gets up there into the third. What happened to Matt? Because I didn't see Matt get tagged there. We take a look at Matt as he comes through. He sees that, and he got loose himself coming through that short chute. Oh, under caution here at lap 48 still, and this is going to be our 5th caution of the night. Everybody pretty much single foul for most of the racing so far. Double foul this time for the restart. Does not look like we're going to get there quite yet. Right out, we are. We're going to get double foul here as they come down here in the corner number 1. One more lap, and then we'll have 30 laps to go here tonight. Down here into corner number 1 comes the 14 of Sean Anderson as he works out there to get back up there to the top side into the lead. And Darren Bruce gets underneath the 57 this time of Bruce and retakes that second spot back as they come down here into corner number 2, and they are single file once again as everybody works around here at lap number 50. Coming off of 2 down here through turn number 4, back onto the back, or that was turn 2 onto the back stretch, sorry. And everybody single file trying to weave and break some of the drafting as caution is back out, and Matt once again having issues here tonight. Oh, Matt once again goes spinning around on the racetrack. As he got loose out of the corner. And he found that opening there where that safety truck sits. Gotta be careful getting on that gas. You don't want to do donuts like he was doing earlier. Trying to celebrate a little bit. I don't know what he's celebrating for. So everybody's still working around here trying to figure out exactly All right, lights are still on here at lap 52. How's it going there, Nathan Goodall? Hope you're enjoying the racing. I know I'm kind of a little taken back here a little bit tonight, I guess. Seems to be taking a while here. Indianapolis is a tough one for me because it's almost similar to a road course. Everybody gets so strung out in a single line. It's a tough one to call, especially whenever I'm doing it by myself, but still try to bring you the excitement of it. So hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. Stick around. Other broadcasts are a little better than whenever the drivers are single file out like this. I know Monday nights was pretty exciting with the Roughneck Racing crew. Everybody's side by side as they work down the backstretch now. Or I'm sorry, front stretch. And pace car is off, and we're going to get green flag racing once again here tonight. As Sean Anderson takes the lead and gets out, gets the jump, gets up there in front of Bruce as Bruce and him come down here into corner number 1 for another time here at lap 54. And everybody's coming around and getting a little loose. I think that was Matt, that was the, trying to see who that might have been. That was the red and white machine there. That Budweiser machine, that was the 25 of James Vanderrud. He's working underneath Chris Isaacs right now, but losing ground to that top lane as they come down here into corner number 3. 37 of Evan Stewart working to his outside. Still up front, though, it's Sean Anderson, and everybody's trying to chase him down. And it seems like most of our battles back here in this group as the 37 of Evan Stewart is hung out on the outside. Ryan Milburn there as well, trying to get through there. The 8 of Curtis Ecker looking to the inside of the 20, Spencer Teal. As they come up, and Teal getting a little loose down here through the short chute into corner number 3. Or I'm sorry, corner number 2, sorry. As they work down the back stretch, Sean Anderson still out front. AJ Cruz there 3rd. Joey Lom there in 4th with Curtis Ecker 5th. Spencer Teal 6th. Chris Isaacs 7th. James Vanderrud there in 8th. Colton Hopner there 9th. And Evan Stewart there in 10th. Round and round to go here at Indianapolis. 25 laps to go now. Coming down here in the next corner and through the short chute into corner number 2, off the corner and down through the back stretch. Everybody single file and trying to keep everybody's excitement up as we are seeing what talent these drivers have for getting around here at Indianapolis. And we got the 25 of James Vanderrud once again looking to the inside of the 3 of Chris Isaacs as they work through 3 and 4 back out onto the front stretch after they come through the short chute into corner number 4. They come and front stretch, and it's going to be James Vanderrud picking that 7th position away from Chris Isaacs. Down here in the corner number 1 once again, Sean Anderson still leads the way with Darren Bruce there in 2nd, AJ Cruz 3rd, Joey Long there in 4th, Curtis Ecker there 5th, Spencer Teal there 6th, James Vanderrud there 7th, Chris Isaacs there 8th, Colton Hopner there in 9th with Ryan Milburn there in 10th. Those are your top 10 drivers as it stands right now as they work through the corner back here onto the front stretch. Or, sorry, onto the back stretch as they're heading down here into corner number 3. This is the Genesis Aviation Cup Series presented by the Old Glory Racing League. A couple other sponsors to keep in mind as well, besides Genesis Aviation, is Racing Paints and the Off-Grid Landscaping. That's Sean Anderson coming down here in the corner number 1, still with the lead. Darren Bruce there 2nd. AJ Cruz as we're looking at him there. And on board with him here as we go around the racetrack as he's trying to chase down that number 27 machine. Of Darren Bruce. Joey Long sitting here in 4th. Curtis Ecker here in 5th. With Spencer Teal currently sitting 6th. Down here with 22 left to go. Through corner number 1. Through the short chute into corner number 2. Sean Anderson still the leader with Bruce there 2nd, AJ Cruz in 3rd. Joey Long there in 4th. Great job so far by Anderson. Once he got it back out front, he was our pole sitter. Currently sitting back out front once again, and really nobody's changed too much from where they started this race to where they're running right now. Biggest mover right now is Evan Stewart, up 4 positions. That's it, just up 4. Dylan Mosley fallen back 4. Spencer Teal also has fallen back 4. So nobody's really gained or minus too much here tonight, as the biggest mover and the biggest loser both are sitting at plus or minus 4. So nobody worse than that at this time. And Darren Bruce is up the spot trying to get up there and fight for that lead. With 21 laps to go as they work off of 2 back out here onto the backstretch. And Cruz still just hanging back there in that number 20 or number 57. We've seen him battle for the lead quite a bit here tonight as well, as they work down here back into corner number 3 and 4, as they work around trying to make something happen here tonight. 21 laps to go, about to be 20 to go when they cross the stripe. And it's going to be Anderson with that lead as they come across the stripe. But Bruce may have something to say about it here in just a few laps. As we saw, we have a couple of drivers out, and that would be Travis Eckel and Larry Contreras Jr., both out of this race as it stands right now. I don't know if we have anybody else. We'll look at the grid as it comes, or look at the scroll board as it scrolls on by there on the top of the screen. We'll look towards the end of that to see who we might have in and who we might have out. But as it stands right now, it looks like I got about 14 cars still on track, whether it be on the track itself or in the pits. As Anderson still out front. There you see the 8 of Curtis Ecker as he's trying to get up there in a battle for that 4th position against Joey Lom. And there you see Mosley 4 laps down. Matt is in the pits. Eagles is out, and so is Ken Torres. Somebody telling Chris to go low. And we're looking here between James Vanderrod and Chris Isaacs. As we heard, go low on the radio for driver helping out Chris Isaacs. I believe it. And Vanderrod come on, said take go low, and he let the low side beam for Chris to come around. They're working off the corner. Still out front, though, it's Anderson with a 27 of Darren Bruce trying to chase him down as they come through corner number 4 this time. And back around onto the front straightaway. And it's still Anderson out there for the pole. Everybody working their way forward as they're coming down here into corner number 1. Front to back, there you see the 27 getting company from the 57 of A.J. Cruz once again. As those drivers have definitely battled out quite a bit here tonight in those 2 machines as they're heading down here into corner number 3. And the 57's getting down there. Almost got there. 27 kind of picked them and blocked them there as they worked through the short chute here. And the 27 once again pulls it down there and keeps that bottom side closed against the 57 of A.J. Cruz. The other 2 drivers are currently trying to battle that grab to get back up there to Sean Anderson. And they're working back down here through turn number 1 and up through the short chute into 2. 17 laps to go here tonight. And it's a little bit of a gap back here to Joey Lom and 5th place driver Curtis Ecker, and Colton Hoffner coming through the corner as well. James Manderud and a few others way back here as well. As we got the battle for second raging on, and there you see the pass of A.J. Cruz getting it done to go under Bruce, and now he sets his sights on Anderson. As he works down here into corner number 1 once again. 16 laps to go this time And Cruz now sets us tight on pit road. Bruce on pit road. Curtis Ecker on pit road. This might get a little interesting, so we might see green flag pit stops going on here for the money stop, as some would call it. Does Sean Anderson have what it takes to keep it out front, or do they need to come in the pit? As everybody pitted at lap 42. The one that may be able to stretch it would be this gentleman here, Colton Hoffner, as he's got last pitted at lap 51. Evan Stewart pitted at lap 51. So those two drivers may be able to push it. I do not know about the ones that pitted at lap 42. Can they have enough fuel to make it to the end? And there you see Sean Anderson coming in, handing the lead over to A.J. Cruz. A.J. Cruz now holding up here in front. Chris Isaacs pulling out of the pits. So does that little bit of a short pit help bring Isaacs to the lead? We will have to see, as Colton Hoffner, like I said, last pitted at lap 51. A.J. Cruz pitting at lap 42. Is Cruz coming in this time? Coming through the short chute right at the moment. Down through corner number 4. Does he bring it in? And he will. He's bringing it into pit road this time. Joey Lom also bringing it in. Colton Hoffner. That's surprising. He last pitted at lap 51. He's bringing it in. Evan Stewart, he stayed out. Which kind of would be my thought process. Trying to take the chance if I pitted there at lap 51. Maybe taking the chance, staying out, seeing if I can keep the car running in the forward motion, and make the others try to chase me down, as Darren Bruce is the next driver behind him, and he's got about a 30-second gap between him and Stewart right now. As Cruz is coming back onto the track, Hoffner coming back on. Here comes Bruce coming around the outside. So there's still a 29-second gap between first and second. There it's back up to 30. So if I was Evan, I think I'm going to stick it out and try to run this thing, save the fuel a little bit. Know I have that 30-second cushion to kind of play with. Now it's 31 seconds. So you're looking at almost half a lap between Stewart and Cruz at the moment. As here comes Bruce underneath of Cruz to try to gain that spot back, which he does. And right behind him, that's going to be the 14 of Sean Anderson. And again, Evan Stewart running out front with 13 laps to go. Did his pitch strategy, kind of lay in his lap a little bit. That's what we're kind of watching for. The only thing where that may come into hindrance is if we see a late race caution here, and that's what he's praying, hopefully not to see, so he can keep the distance between Bruce and those drivers out back here. So far, as Manderud's lap down, Brianna's lap down, Spencer Teal at least a lap down, Dylan Mosley, I think we discovered he was a lap down at least. Matt, like 6 laps down or something. So here the battle rages on for second as the 14 of Sean Anderson got around A.J. Cruz. They're working down the front stretch. 12 laps to go for these drivers as they work here into corner number 1. Back into the short chute into corner number 2. Still Evan Stewart out front. And I'm honestly thinking, I think he stands a pretty good shot of keeping this car going in the right direction. And pitting there, his last pit stop being at lap 51, he may have enough to make it to the end. might cut it close, but he very well may have enough to put that car into victory lane here tonight. And chasing him down, that's the 25-lap machine of James Manderud. Darren Bruce, Sean Anderson, AJ Cruz still battling it out for second, third, fourth back here as they work through the corner and in onto the back stretch. And we're seeing them try to break some of that draft. Not sure what they're trying to do as Bruce is there trying to hold on to that second spot. I think, honestly, if they would try to hook up and run hard, they may be able to chase down Evan, but I do not see that happen. Well, he's lost 3 seconds since they come out and got up to speed. He's lost 3 seconds to that second-place driver of Darren Bruce. 10 laps to go. Is there enough race for Bruce, Anderson, and Cruz to catch up to Stewart? Or did Stewart kind of just undercut them all there at lap 51 and put enough fuel in to make it to the end? It looks like Evans bringing it to pit road this time, so he does not have the fuel to make it. So that's going to hand the lead back over to these gentlemen here. Darren Bruce, Sean Anderson, and A.J. Cruz, 1, 2, 3, with Colton Hoffner there in fourth. And they come across the stripe, and they're going around Brianna right now in that 6 machine as she goes another lap down here tonight. Back up there on the top side of the racetrack, it is Darren Bruce as your race leader now as he comes across the stripe, trying to chase it all down, trying to weave it around to keep those drivers behind him in every way, shape, or form. Sean Anderson there second, A.J. Cruz in third. 9 laps to go here at Indianapolis for the Jenison Aviation Cup Series, brought to you by Old Glory Racing and Racing Paints, along with off-grid landscaping. And there you see Anderson down there on the bottom side, trying to catch up to that number 27 of Darren Bruce as they work through the corner here, off the corner, into the section. There you see them weave once again down that front stretch. Bruce doing all he can to break that draft to keep Anderson from gaining that little bit of draft needed to get up there and battle for the lead as we're chasing them down here in the chasing the laps down here at Indianapolis as we're working down the backstretch once again. There you see they try to break the draft, and it's working back here for A.J. Cruz. He's lost a little bit of the draft, so them breaking the draft like that has lost the tail of A.J. Cruz just a tad. As Sean Anderson still trying to chase down the 20, or did I miss something here? I believe I don't know if I did or not. So Bruce out front, Anderson there second with Cruz there third. Bruce been having a strong car all race long. Here with 7 laps to go, out front leading this race. Anderson there second with Cruz third. Hoffner back here in fourth. Curtis Ecker there fifth. Joey Lom in sixth. Evan Stewart holding on fairly well here tonight, currently in seventh with Chris Isaacs there in eighth. And they come off of 4, making it 6th lap to go. And around the bottom of 1, they go into the short chute of 2. Now down here into 2, off of 2, onto the backstretch. Front to back is Darren Bruce with Sean Anderson right there behind him. As Bruce doing all he can to keep Anderson behind him. Cruz back here in third, hoping he can try to catch a little bit of the draft to pull himself back up there to fight for the lead. We got a battle going on here for fourth as Curtis Ecker and Colton Hoffner battling side by side here as we work through the corner into the short chute. Between the corner. And Ecker is going to have that fourth position over top of Hoffner as they come off of four down here in the straightaway. And a long straightaway it is. Darren Bruce works through 1 and 2 down here into 2 on to the backstretch. Somebody's trying to call a debris caution somewhere. Not sure if that's going to happen. I doubt it. Everybody's just trying to find some way of getting up there to the leader of Darren Bruce. As the 14, Sean Anderson's there in second. Doing a great job staying right there with that Ford machine of Darren Bruce. We know Cruz is fast too. And Hoffner, he's really held on to his own here tonight, sitting around that fifth position. 5 laps to go, he's sitting there in fifth. So for that Toyota, not a bad run here tonight. Putting it into the top 5 if he can hang on to that position. Here in 6th is Joey Lom in that number 81 machine, currently sitting there 6th. Evan Stewart 7th with Chris Isaacs 8th. Ryan Milburn there in 9th. And Manderrod there in 10th. Darren Bruce up here fighting for that lead now alongside Anderson. Anderson retakes the lead out here in front. And now we're going to battle 4 laps to go here tonight for the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. Here on the Flager Farm TV on the pole as you're watching here tonight and alongside Southern Broadcasting Amy Network. And there you see Bruce not giving up as he's going to shoot to the inside once again, coming down here in the corner number 1. Little bit of a bump, hang on to it there, Bruce. You don't want to get too much up as Cruz is coming, and he's going to try to skate through the middle. Not sure if that's going to work as Cruz is now there in amongst this battle with 3 laps to go. This is going to get exciting, folks. Don't go anywhere as we're coming down here to 2 laps to go here very shortly as we got down the backstretch. Anderson back there out front. Bruce there in second, Cruz in third. And now Cruz there second, Bruce falling back to third. Cruz now going to try to take a shot at Anderson as our laps are winding down here. 2 to go as they come across the line this time. Anderson trying to break that draft, but there's Cruz really sticking to him. Bruce falling back now to where Cruz was, and he's hoping that the 2 of them up front start really racing hard once again here towards the end of this, so he can get up there and battle back and forth up there with them once again. There it is, Cruz coming down through the corner into corner number 2 and off onto the backstretch. Everybody's slinking their way. You got the front 3 drivers right here. Sean Anderson, Darren Bruce, and Sean Anderson, AJ Cruz battling it out here as they come through 3 into corner number 4 now. As Anderson doing what he can to hang on to that lead. AJ Cruz there in second, Darren Bruce there in third. And you see how much they sneak down there into that inside lane. Up towards that outside wall once again down here into corner number 1. Front to back it is going to be Sean Anderson, AJ Cruz, Darren Bruce here in third. A little farther back is Curtis Ecker and Joey Lom. Those are going to be your top 5 as it stands right now as we're working on the final lap. With Sean Anderson out front, AJ Cruz right there on his bumper as they work down the backstretch heading into corner number 3. Does Cruz have enough momentum to try to get that car to stick down here into corner number 3? We're going to take a look here as he does, and looks to be right there, but not enough as he tries to get the run off of 3 down here into corner number 4. Does not get the run he's looking for as he's there on the bumper yet of that number 14. Gets a little bit there on the nose, and the 14's into the outside wall down here, and it may be Cruz. It's going to be Cruz coming across the line for the win there tonight. what a show coming out of 4, coming down the line. Cruz taking that win here tonight with Anderson falling back to second, Bruce there third. And what a finish here tonight at Indianapolis. Long time to get here, but we did get it finished, get it on the books with A.J. Cruz as the winner here tonight. Oh, we got the Genesis Aviation Cup Series here tonight. We'll see who we got around anybody. So we're going to get with our results here. And it's going to be A.J. Cruz out front, Sean Anderson second, Darren Bruce there finishing third. Fourth going to Curtis Ecker, Joey Lom there in fifth, Colton Hoffner there in sixth, Evan Stewart there seventh, Chris Isaacs eighth, Ryan Milburn there in ninth, James Manderud there 10th, Brianna Laurent there 11th, Spencer Teal 12th, Dylan Mosley there in 13th, Matt in 14th, Travis Ickles there in 15th, and Larry Cantores Jr. finishing tonight in 16th. Give these drivers a couple moments here. And I forgot to put that in there for them. Hopefully they're not too upset. But I couldn't get to my channel for some odd reason. Still can't get to my channel. So not sure what's going on with that. I'm not seeing anybody around here. Looks like everybody leaving. So everybody have a great night. We'll catch everybody next week for the Genesis Aviation Cup Series as we take on yet another track. Catch us here at Flicker Farm TV. Catch me Friday night as we bring to you the Cannonball Series. And then again, Sunday night, we may have a brand new series coming to Sunday nights. So keep watch out for that. Thank you everybody for watching, and have a great night.